I guess the door, the marker for the door will pop up. Okay, here we go. This looks a little bit more promising. So I just passed it on the way in. Yeesh. There they are. Hello. Is further up? No. I think I remember this cave, but I could be wrong. There was a cave that I very distinctly remember getting kind of lost in. Yeah, here we go. I remember getting kind of lost in and kind of frustrated in because I think that was the point where yeah, this is it. Where I started playing with other people who were way more experienced than I. And you know, nothing against them, but I remember vaguely walking around this kind of maze-like area being like, so are there any enemies left for me? And the answer was a very definitive nope. Everything was already quite dead. I think it's part of the reason why I really enjoyed Diablo 3 multiplayer on the Switch, because we were always contained to the same screen. And you know, I get that you don't need to do that sort of thing on you don't need to do that sort of thing on PC and stuff, but I almost wish there was a setting for that kind of thing. You know, try and constrain the game so that I'm in the same general vicinity as the other players, because the alternative just kind of sucks. I guess that's really more of like a YouTuber thing, trying to experience all content. If I was just playing one of these games to get to the end game, and I didn't care so much about, say, recording and seeing and doing whatever, yeah, I'd probably just be like, carry me. I distinctly remember kind of doing the same thing when I was playing World of Warcraft for the first time. There was like a high level druid or something who was capable of soloing a lot of the early game dungeons back before they had group finders, which, you know, more or less made it a small nightmare to actually like play the game. If you couldn't, like, if you were trying to play at an odd time, off hour, or were just antisocial, it was less than pleasant trying to put together a group, especially if you didn't have, like, a healer. Like, I remember waiting a while to even start a Dead Mines run, and it sucked. So yeah, one day we just had, like, a high-level player be like, yeah, I'll just carry your... I'll just carry you straight through everything. And I'm like, cool. I think we did, like, nearly 15 dungeons that day. It was awesome. Malagaro's Spike. Interesting. Oh, it's for silk. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that's not actually useful for me. I'm used to greens being like cool set items and stuff in these games. In these games. But not in this case. Hello!
I have seen warriors in black in the east. They are from your Oriath. Better fed, better armed than you, Exile. Oriath did not want you, so why does it follow you here? You will understand what you see more than I. Go east and find these warriors in black. If there is danger to us, I need to learn of it.
Going?
I guess part of the reason why I couldn't find the spider's nest is it was in the bottom right of this map. So I was assuming that it actually was in the bottom right, but that was a lie.
That spear. Yes, that is my best spear. The one I stuck in eye of old Mother Eightleg. I think you keep it now. Let the beasts and bandits fear you even more. It is my gift to you, from one hero to another. Wait, no, you need more than just spear and happy words for this great deed. You kill Mother of all Eight Legs. You need prize. Here, when I found my spear in the forest, I found these too. You will take, yes?
Okay, so... Minion speed support. Oh. That's handy. We could also do faster casting. Both of those are pretty good, actually. Let's see. Yena sells skills. Anything amazing. Minion life support. That might not be bad. Hold to fire support. Controlled destruction. Elemental focus. I don't actually know if any of these are amazingly helpful. Faster casting it would be kind of neat. Because how do we do this? I've got a guide, but I'm going to be totally honest, I straight up don't know what half of these things even mean. Yeah, minion life would be good for my zombies. That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay. Lesser poison support. You must take this as your quest reward, as it's unavailable to witch otherwise. Ah. That's interesting. So apparently, lesser poison support was... I was actually supposed to grab that a while back. Oh well. I think I'll probably sit down and read this guide later. I don't think I'm gonna screw myself. But yeah, so we have minion speed. And maybe minion speed wasn't that helpful. Maybe. Skeletons, minion damage support. I liked that, though. Oh, dang it. Oh wait, no, Summon Raging Spirit is attached to Flame Dash, which is not helpful. Okay. I'm gonna just try some things. And we'll see if we can make them work. Okay, so that's Flame Dash. We don't need that there. I can move it over here. That's Summon Raging Spirit. Let's do faster casting. Because if I can summon those really fast, that might actually be really helpful. Let's see. So we have Arc, we have Raised Zombie. I was originally considering having faster zombies, but maybe I should have tougher zombies. It'd be nice if I could mush them all together, but still. Let's see, wonder you might have wanted to spare the Witch Bandit. Nah, I don't need to spare her. I want the extra skill points. Ruby Flask. No, that's just fire resistance. Let's see. Sell those. So what is Malagaro's spike used for? Gonna slap that there. Let's see. Oh. So we want to leave Oak's amulet. I've got a bunch of scrolls. Okay. But yeah, because I'm going with the summoner build, it's not super... I keep pressing M for map. It's a bad idea. So... Oh! Travel Lioneye's Watch. I forgot, we gotta go back. Travel the Den, Broken Bridge, Chamber of Sins. So neither of these are places... None of these are places I can go to yet. And gotta complete the quest Root of the Problem first, before I can get that one. Alright, well... Off we go back! Hello, I fixed your problems.
A stranger like no other faced the wall of the Umbra, opened a pass in a sorry land, gave some hope to a sorry band of exiles and death-soaked castaways, a chance at life on a brand new day.
There. Thought you deserved one of my finest poems, written to commemorate such a mighty feat. Oh, and this. Been keeping it for a very special occasion. Consider yourself just such an occasion.
Hey, Book of Skill. I like those. Admittedly, I think we're still... Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Minion damage and accuracy, minion... attack and cast speed. Ooh. I don't actually know if those are... which one of those I want to go for. Am I going to the right or the left? I'm going up the left, because we also want to get Sacrifice, which has... I want to get over to this one. Minions have 10% increased maximum life, extra life regen per second. Minions regenerate life. Yeah. So, going this direction was the right idea. Should have done it from the start, but oh well. I mean, it's not like it hamstrung me that much. I'll be more efficient eventually.
Make it fast.
Honestly, I don't know. It's one of those where it's like I keep seeing people talking about this game with like, you know, kind of discussing efficiency and like speed and all sorts of things, and I'm just like, I'm gonna try and make it to the end. I can't imagine what it's like trying to do like a race to the finish to be, you know, a league first. Oh, hey, the den. Sweet. Oh, shoot, there were beasts there. We'll go back. Actually, let's go back now. Before the area resets.
Hunt or be hunted, Exile!
Seeing as he's here and we've already got...
That was a juicy one, Exile!
Seeing as we've already got 2 out of 3, I should probably finish everything for Einar first. Probably follow the road? Whee! Shame I can't cast that while running. Yeah, I can't tell you if Summon Raging Spirit's actually going to be worth it compared to just arcing enemies. I'm probably going to say outside of certain fights that are particularly messy, it's probably best that I just run around just lightning zapping. Like this guy seems tough enough, never mind. He died in seconds. I was going to say, he almost seems tough enough that he's worth,
You are captured, stupid beast.
worth summoning the bigger guys. Oh well.
First ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile.
Whee!
Hunt well.
Something's
That
going...
was a hunt you will not soon forget. You're welcome. Goodbye.
Was that it? That was fast. So does he just bail at this point? He's just gone. Well, that's handy. So I'm probably just gonna let those animals stack up for a while. I wonder if there's a, I wonder if there's some kind of limit to him as well. I hope not. Because I don't want to have to, like, go back to babysit multiple things. The memories I can kind of work with. Actually, we haven't seen Cavus in a while. Oh, I'd say I don't care. It's mainly just we did it enough that it's not like a huge priority for me immediately anymore. And it's one of those where that's the kind of thing that I'd like to mess around with once we get closer to max level, just to actually, I don't know. Because once we get closer to max level, a lot of these things will actually matter. Let's see. So we gotta find the Great White Beast. I'm assuming it's just a white version of the Cave Beast. I guess they're bears. Bears are cute. I'd never want to be around one, but they're cute. Like big, fluffy kind of dogs. Kind of not. Is that it? Yep, that's the Great White Beast. Extra life, not for long! We don't have extra lives here. Alright, and back out to the old fields. Oh yeah. It just kind of dumps us here. Well, ain't that handy? So we good? Yeah. I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. I could fight everything on the map, but I don't think it's actually worth it. Okay, so there is a beast limit, but it's huge, so don't worry about it. Cool. I like not having to worry about things. Especially when it just means wandering around and just zapping everything to death with my zombie army. Oh. Suddenly I'm reminded of Nazi zombie army, and I kind of miss it. That was a fun game. I'd like to find a group for that again. And actually finish it. My problem is, like, I've done so many multiplayer things, but most of them never got finished. Which sucks, because, like, I don't know, I like finishing games. I like being able to just kind of say, yep, I've played that, we're good now. Oh, that's a doorway. Freedom! Nope. Lots of freedom to get in here. Ah. I like being able to jump over walls and stuff.
I haven't slept. No one has slept. Not for 3 days, not since the black storm in the northern ranges. Not since the nightmares began. Violent and twisted night terrors. They whisper to us, tempt us, threaten us, beguile us. They promise terrible things in return for even more terrible acts. My husband, Daenerys, went to Alliston to find a doctor who might help. He should have been back yesterday. I fear for him. I fear for all of us. It has been a little over a week since the Black Storm. My husband has not returned, and sickness now sweeps through our village. Many have died, and those who have lived have changed. These were folk we once called neighbor and friend. Now they limp and stagger through the night, their deformities as grotesque as the madness in their eyes.
Let's see. I remember these logs. There are 4 of them in the area. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and be thorough about finding all the lore. Luckily the game's pretty dang, pretty dang good at, Oh, he died quick. The game's pretty dang quick about alerting you, when you're potentially going to miss them. Stibnite Flask. Smoke Cloud on use. Not really sure if that's helpful for me. Oh, it's kind of cool. Oops, that's not what I want. You. Okay. So there's actually 3 areas coming off of this one. These. So travel to the Broken Bridge, Chamber of Sins. More law. We'll start with that part. We'll figure out the rest. Get out of here, hulking titan. Kind of curious why a hulking titan is just, like, kind of hanging with these guys. You really think a hulking titan would be bigger? And then, like, wrecking all of the locals, too. But they're dice.
3 Lunari gone now since it all began. Perhaps I am the only one who still looks upon Lunaris. Who remembers her name. Soon, I will be gone. And the moon will go on alone. My husband has returned, and he hunts for me. My dead husband hunts me. Corin, too, and my uncle. Corpses rise and walk and feed. My girls. They walk now. And feed. God has forsaken us. Lunaris is my witness. Tonight, I return to my family.
Yeah, I remember these logs. These logs stood out in a really interesting manner. I'm really curious about this whole Black Rain business. I hope they explain it more. Because, I mean, obviously, it's kind of like a sort of maddening plague, but there's also the barbarian tribe that went crazy, possibly recently? that we learned about in the first area that went crazy due to kind of something in the area. I had always assumed a lot of these things were actually, like, you know, older. You know, it happened a long time past, but I'm actually fairly certain they're fairly recent things. Maybe? I don't know, the runes look older, but it's hard to get a chronology here.
The moon was full the night of the Black Storm. It is full again. They have come for me. They have come for my daughters. Bravalo called out while the others skulked and muttered in the darkness. Corrin went to them, arms open, welcoming. The nightmares told her to. My uncle tried to stop her. Bravalo crushed his skull with his smith's hammer. I barred the doors and windows, but they screamed like monkeys and beat themselves bloody trying to get in. I had no choice. I took my two youngest and fled through the cellar, following the tunnel to the mill. All we can do is hide and hope. God help us. The moon was full the night of the Black Storm. It is...
Get out of here. I've already heard that lore. Okay, so where am I even going? I don't know. We'll just pick a door and see if it connects somewhere. Hello. Well, that was Bravalo. Now it was not. I didn't exactly crush his skull in return, but I, well, zapped him to pieces. It works. Okay, Fellshrine Runes. Is this a dead end? No, it ain't. Can never tell which direction I'm supposed to go. Let's go back. Because one of these has got to be a dead end. I'm always searching for dead ends in these games. You know, where can I go so I can cross it off a list? That one might actually have a dead end as well. I don't know. It's just so much easier. Okay, Broken Bridge. Here we go. Now, this is a dead end. Perfect. Hello, Blacksmith Strongbox. You know, I always kind of expect these things to be a little bit tougher. I remember with Diablo 3, they were a little bit more of a challenge. Maybe once we get further in, they'll be dicier. But, you know, it's like, protected by blank amount of people, and I'm like, yes. Finally, a challenge. Nope. Sure, oh, it's interesting. The difficulty curve on this is, like, rather easy, I think, if you go with, like, one of the more melee-centric characters. At least early on. I don't know if it gets harder. I know it gets harder by the end game. That's a given. I just remember, and maybe part of it is because I was a stupid child. I just remember when I was a kid, playing Diablo 1 and 2, having legitimate amounts of trouble with, well, Diablo. Like, I never finished Diablo 1. And then Diablo 2, I remember very specifically going, like, way out of my way to, like, over-prepare for the inevitable Diablo and Baal fights, at least the first time around. I think it's probably one of those that, yeah, if I went back and played the game now, it would be just Cakewalk Town all over the place. Rare strong boxes and item maps can be deadly if you don't identify their mods. They can do things like freeze you when you activate them, or detonate all nearby corpses on activation. Yeah, that'd be deadly. I can get behind that. What other games did I think were like ridiculously hard back in the day? I don't know if it's too late to actually use the footage. I could probably figure out how to edit it. I was playing Space Station Silicon Valley with my brother, and we managed to actually 100% the game, which, like, kid me straight up didn't think was possible. And I kind of want to someday go back and play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time again. Because that was one of those games that I never could beat as a kid. Probably should have tried harder, but we moved and I forgot how to get through the Shadow Temple and I didn't want to try it again. Hello.
Heard you've been doing some serious gardening around the place. Felled a big dumb oak and plucked an Alira thistle from a foul bed. And I'm thinking you got a couple of amulets in your pockets. Ones like mine here. There's power in them, you know. But only when all three get to dance together. I'm not greedy, mind. I'm willing to split that power with you, right down the middle. Hand me those amulets, and let's see what fate has in store for us.
Nope. Boner party! Yeah, that's him there. He can teleport around.
It's kind of disappointing, really. I usually like rats.
Okay, so I think we're done with these. Let us go back. Oh god, I have too many portal scrolls. Is there a use for them, or can I just start throwing them away after a certain point? Because I feel like I probably have too much.
There's greatness in you. You've proved that without a doubt. And whether you've destroyed the bandits for us, or for your own ends, it matters not at all. You've given us back our home and our future. You say the Lords of Larceny wore these around their necks? These artifacts and that ancient gateway to the northwest, crafted by the same hands, I'd venture. Val hands. And it appears the brigands' trinkets could form a single whole. Give me a moment with them. I used to be good at this sort of thing. Now, this one seems to fit neatly against here. And this third one, well, it looks like it... I'm so sorry, my friend. Are you well? Yes, you are apparently intact. Remarkable, considering... For the barest moment there, you were something altogether different. I'm not afraid to admit it. A rather unnerving version of yourself. If I were you, I'd dispense with that artifact down the deepest, darkest hole that I could find.
Okay, so I got the Apex. And some skill points.
Fare you well.
Let's grab those first. So... probably grab Spiritual Command. It only affects attack speed, though. I don't actually know that... I don't think that applies to my skill points. But it might mean I can just go turbo wanding people. It's kind of fun. Okay, go talk to Yina. Yina.
The white beast's spirit is at rest. No more pain. Take this in thanks from me, and from the suffering animal that you have helped.
Oh, hello. Well, honestly, Quicksilver Flask.
Stay true to you.
It's even faster. Alright. I am honestly, actually, make it first. I'm ready to go fast. Let's see, do we sell anything?
What troubles you bring now?
I guess we should, yeah, we should sell Velvet Slippers, Cleaver. Still have that spike. Summon a Holy Relic. Holy Relic that stays near you. When you hit an enemy with an attack, that triggers a Nova skill. Apparently, I'm supposed to have this. My build apparently directly calls for it, so I guess I should probably use it. Is that better? Extra cast speed, which is nice. Seems vaguely better? I don't know. I'm probably going to care more about what my actual build is at a later date. Let's see. Now, do we just go back? Probably not enough time's passed, so we can probably go back to the quest log. Okay. So I want to summon this thing. Alright, yeah, it just hangs out there. So, it triggers a Nova. Oh. Let's switch this to default. Because, yeah, this triggers life regen. With my guys. So that'll keep my zombies going. Admittedly, I don't know if I need it as much, but I might as well, zoom! I might as well actually give it a go, at least before I don't need it anymore. Can I warp up here? I kinda can. Hello! So yeah, this'll keep my zombies going. Whoops! I hit the overkill button. So that'll keep my zombies up. Admittedly, I'm probably gonna try and get the 1% lifesteal as well. But that holy relic is at least gonna be kinda handy. And honestly, I don't really have much else to do with it. So what does this do? 4% more minion speed. It doesn't say how much of a... It doesn't actually say how much of a life regen it is. It just says that there is... It triggers it. Hello! I like teleportation. It's fun. Okay, so let's go this way. Chamber of Sins. Level 1. Well, we've got Einar, so I guess...
Stinks of thaumaturgy. I could learn a thing or two here.
Ready, Exile? It is time to hunt! Haha! You are captured, stupid beast!
Well, we got Einar, so I guess I might as well stick around. If we have to go back and go the other direction, so be it. I don't know. Not the end of the world if I end up bypassing a whole side area because I wasn't paying full attention or because I had other things to do. Or just got distracted. Like I kind of have alluded to, I'm pretty sure I'm, like, wildly overleveled.
First ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile. You hunt well.
Is that it? No. I'm relatively overleveled, so I can kind of do more of whatever I want. Let's see. Can I just have him as a minion? Like a more consistent one? He does some dangbridge. I think I might have to... Oh, hello.
Inquisitor. If you attempt to transmogrify a virtue gem without the proper mental preparation, you will be a puppet master working strings made of vipers. Remember, these gems are phantasms in crystalline form, alive, with volitions inscrutable. Master conscious dreaming, as I instructed you. Your death would mean little to me, Malagaru. It's what your demise could unleash that concerns me. Malachi.
No, you cannot. I have honestly completely forgotten what I'm being... No, oh, no, you can't have him as a permanent companion. Yeah. Sorry. Brain was already elsewhere. I know I can't have him as a permanent companion. I'm just like...
Off you go, little beast! Away!
He's just badass. Let's see, but honestly, I think if I ever do another run of this, I'll have to try some kind of, like, archery character. It's just... maybe? I don't know, I'm really liking my Chain Lightning. I was just thinking it would be kind of neat to have a character that is just, like... fill room with arrows, move on. I don't know. I'll have to see what other options there are for the future. Because Arc ain't a bad option either. It's pretty strong. It's just, I'm not entirely sure if I'll ever? I don't, it varies. I'm not super sure I know what the future is going to be for my, my runs of this game if I'll ever actually do multiple. It'll get easier, for sure. I'll probably pick something maybe a little bit less fiddly and a little bit more immediately nukey. Scourge Arrow or Tornado Shot Archer is pretty good. Yeah, I just, I think I a while back popped in on somebody else's stream. I think it was another Warframe partner, and they were streaming this instead of Warframe. And everybody was bugging them about it. They're actually quite mad because they didn't want to play Warframe that day. They wanted to play Path of Exile. I'm kind of glad I don't have to deal with that.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
I know being a variety streamer is technically worse for me, but it's so much more freeing. Let's see, where's that entrance? All the way over here. Zoom! Why am I stuck? Oh, that's why I'm stuck. Farewell! I didn't even realize there was a railing there. Oh yeah, so there is. Not for me, though. Onwards! Oh, we have a Trial of the Ascendancy. So yeah, this is absolutely proper progress. I don't actually know what's in the other direction. Oh well. These are things for later. I'm just gonna push forward. Yeah, I've still got plenty of zombies. No, actually I know. I'm actually pretty happy with my shades so far. I'll have to see what the... Oh, hi. I'll have to see what my build calls for linking the spell to the summon shade. Because I'm only following the build so much as like what my talent tree looks like. Eventually I'll actually follow the build as far as actually building it right. But right now it's like, eh.
The path to justice is slender and perfidious, fraught with missteps of ambition and despair, egotism and doubt. Should you choose this road, beware those who would waylay your hopes and disembowel your dreams. Remain sure and remain true.
Stop cutting up my zombies, you jerks. I like them. Oh, hey. Hello! What does this do? Oh, I see. Kind of a neat puzzle. I guess, honestly, the real trick here is just to go full speed. Because I've got my Quicksilver flasks. These Trials of Ascendancy seem more like just kind of basic trap.
There is a fine line between consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear.
The final thing is the fact that I've got Quicksilver flasks. And Sawblade traps don't worry me so much. I'm assuming the actual Ascendancy dungeons get a lot more like, ooky spooky.